Right now, am I'm literally on my way to go to the store to uh, get some shopping items for the week. Y'all, let me tell y'all. Usually, I don't even go out a lot. I haven't been out a lot because I've been working every single day. But I went out yesterday. Um, what he doing? I have no idea what he's doing, but I ain't even trying to find out, y'all. Um, yeah, but I went out. I went out yesterday, and I went out, and it was very weird, y'all. Contact with, but I kept remembering some things that, for one, nothing happens on an accident. Okay, so either these people were trying to enter something was trying to enter spiritually into my life, or I was pushing something else was just walking, designed to be there. Um, so when I went yesterday to go get my soap. I'm gonna show this is not even the actual soap that I usually get, but it's close to it. Um, this bar soap, it does wonders on your face. Okay, it does wonders. It will make your skin very clear without doing a lot of extra work. And there's some other stuff that I use. Um, and I used to be able to just use a regular bar of soap, y'all, and be okay. Like, I could just roll it in mud for the most part. My skin will be smooth and even tone. That has not been the case when I've been dealing with this whole, for one, getting older and dealing with um, people who have bad intentions for you and who would do this wicked stuff. Okay, and so I have learned to be more effective and more intentional. Um, he needs a tow truck. Oh shoot. More effective with my skin regimen, because I mean everything was just breaking out, and it was hurting, like the jobs that I would try to get. It would hurt the jobs that I would get because time would come, I would get these pictures. They ask for your clear skin. You got your clear skin, right? Then you you get the job, like, and it's due in a couple of months. By that time, your skin is broken out. So have to be intentional. Um, so yeah, while I was doing that, I ended up meeting this lady. She was trying to get some Florida water. It just really just, I was just like, okay, I had to laugh about it because I already knew what time it was. Um, because I said no to doing witchcraft or partaking in it or having anything to do with it. Okay, um, this will happen. Okay, and so I see the lady. Um, she's talking. Oh, they knocked down the building! Yay! It looks so clear now. Talking to the lady. The lady is the lady begins talking about her, and she's trying to find some. She's trying to find some. What is it called? Some Florida water because it's a waxing crescent moon or something like that, or crescent waxing moon, something like that. I forgot the doggone moon cycles. You know how you learn that when you're in elementary or whatever. So, um, and so yeah, I was like, okay, I didn't know where it was at, and I was telling her like I don't know where it's at. It's next. Now this is next to the soap that I get. So, which I knew was close to where the soap was. But I didn't think that. I was just like, okay, well. And she's like, well, I don't know if this is gonna be a good friend, and blah blah this and blah blah that. And I was just talking to her, and I'm like, I paused, and I'm like, wait a minute. What are the odds that you come across someone talking about this when you're talking about just staying away from it, y'all? I told y'all what happened to me and having that dream about somebody having my name on like this candle that had this name, had my name on the candle, y'all. Like I don't think I could ever forget that dream because that dream looked so real to me, y'all. That dream, woo, that dream looked as if I was literally teleported there. And I was literally seeing this woman who looked like a young woman. She had to be either, if she wasn't my age, she had to be maybe a little older, but maybe she just didn't take care of herself to where she looked older. You know, some people look a little bit, a couple of years older than they really do, than they really are, whatever. So, um, yeah, I was just like, okay, you know, okay, all right, you know. Um, so, um, yeah, it kind of freaked me out. It was the conversation with the lady didn't freak me out, but that dream freaked me out, y'all. It freaked me out. And I ended up finding out what the meaning, what that was. You know, some people was telling me all different other things that it wasn't the truth. And I put a mental note in my head because it's like, if you telling me this lie, this is what made me to disconnect from a lot of people. Okay? Because for one, if you don't know what you're talking about, why would you open your mouth and say anything? Second, that was God's confirmation to me that there are a lot of people who will sit there, and this is in regular life. It don't matter what it is. People will sit there and lie, tell you a lie to throw you off course, you know, because they don't want what's best for you. See, a lot of people, when I told that dream, even though I didn't know the dream, a lot of people knew that meaning of the dream. Think about Joseph. You know, Joseph, when he told the dream to his brothers, you know, that wasn't a bad dream. But it was a bad dream to them because they knew what it meant. They knew that Joseph was going to be above them. You know, everybody knew what was going on in the dream except Joseph. What the heck? Kind of weird is. Everybody, thank you, John. Okay. Everybody knew except Joseph. Okay? And so that's the same thing, the same way that I felt about this situation. Okay? Same way I felt about this situation. And so because of it, I was like, oh no, I am um going to make sure that I keep myself guarded and keep myself protected, you know. And that's by taking my things to God, taking more of my problems, my issues to God, and let God show me. Not just trying to get help from other people who I know are spiritual, or people who I know has a connection to the spiritual realm. Because as I'm learning right now, oh Lord, I'm trying to get this lure, this little light thing out of Yahweh. Okay, maybe it's that way. Okay, y'all see the stuff in the back? Just excuse the back. But y'all see, dang, now it's showing that way. Okay. I probably need to push this back. But back to what I was saying, y'all. Um, a lot of these people know, they know what's going on more than you. You'll be surprised. You know, I always say go around people who know a little bit more than you do because they can show you. Oh, if you listen, they'll show you. If you listen, they'll tell you. They'll tell you what they know. Okay? And it can help you along the way. Are they draining out all the, yeah, they draining out all the fire. Like, they're knocking the pressure down. Um, yeah, they'll tell you. They'll tell you. And so I've literally just because of that just started saying, okay, I'm gonna take my problems and my situations to God. You know, I'm gonna lean more on God. You know, even though I thought that I was doing that, but I need to do that even more. You know, as I get older, you'll be surprised that there are still some people who don't know themselves, who don't want care to know themselves or develop themselves, and don't want you to develop because they stopped in their development in their growth. Okay, and it will hurt you a lot. But the topic of today is how do you address this? How do you move forward after going through all this? Because if you stay in the cycle, you'll be so upset. Oh my goodness, this person is doing witchcraft on me. This person is saying crazy stuff. You know, with witchcraft comes a lot of other opposition, meaning using other manipulation tactics to use other people who are not using witchcraft, to people who are vulnerable because they don't understand the spiritual realm either way, to be used as a ploy. Okay, nobody is free from getting attacked. Nobody. Okay, in this world, some people really think that they are because they want to be free and they be like, okay, I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you alone. I'll leave you alone. I used to be one of those people. If I leave you alone, maybe you will leave me alone. But guess what? It don't happen like that. It don't work like that. Okay? And some people feel like it does, and they refuse to fight. But I will tell you this: if you don't fight, if you don't combat it, if you don't, go against it, you will be a statistic. You will be a victim. You'll be a victim. Okay? And so, yeah, just don't. Just take care of yourself. How do you move forward? You move forward by being intentional. Be intentional with the people that you connect with. Be intentional about your day. Program your day that things go, that you do things regardless of how you feel, regardless of what else is going on. If it's not in your program, if it is not in your day, if it's not in your schedule, don't do it. I used to say, well, if you had enough time, then, you can pick it up and do something else. No. I've learned through success, being around successful people and people who are intentional. If it is not in your schedule, do not do it. And the reason why I used to wonder, I was wondering, why? And this is what I've learned while being around people who are active, people who are intentional about their life, and people who have prosperous lives, okay? After a while, you start finding out that when you get intentional with your life, you can change anything about it, okay? You can change anything about your life, anything, especially in this day and age. You can change how you look, your name, your surname, what you want to be called. You can change your sex. You can change your pronouns. You can be a cat, dog, moose, anything, okay? You can do that, okay? You, all right? And so while you can do this, understand there are people who are not knowledgeable that they can do it, okay? It is not always your job to let them know that they can do it. You know, if it's supposed to be, then yes. If it's your job, you'll feel that calling, you'll feel that urge to drop the gem, okay? But you have to understand with this, when someone comes into the realization of who they are, who and what they are, it takes a huge requirement to act upon it and to change and to be different, okay, and to do something different and to become different, okay? And so Um, how is this going to change you moving forward? You have to let them be. You have to let them be. If you get in and you get involved and someone asks you to help with something and you say, okay, you're thinking that you're doing a good deed because they really need it. All right? And there's nothing wrong with helping people. But understand this. Every single time you say yes to somebody, you're saying no to yourself. Okay? It's a give and take. Every single time you are saying yes to someone. Every single time you're saying yes to someone, you're saying no to yourself. Okay? Yes, I can go and pick you up. That means I know I can't do that time that I'm going to pick you up. I'm saying no, I cannot spend that time working on my craft, working on my gift, relaxing, go to sleep, eating. I'm saying no. It might be good. It might be good. It might be worth it to you. But just remember, every time you're saying yes to something, you're saying no to something. Okay? All right? And you have to remember that what you say in your life, if you want what you say in your life to matter and to go, you have to be intentional. You have to be intentional about what you are doing with your time. Okay? You have to be intentional with your time. Meaning, I can't give my time or I cannot focus my time. This person is attacking me. Okay, I see it. After a while, yes, you pray against it. Let it go. Okay? After that, you give it to God. Because if you don't, you will be battling every single day. And now, you can't get to where you need to go. You've been spending all this time wearing yourself out trying to battle somebody who's already defeated. Because anybody who's going against you and not working on themselves has already been a defeated vessel. Okay? Understand it. They're a defeated vessel. All right? They're already defeated, and you're trying to still fight them and battle them instead of getting to the promise where you need to be at. Because that's the whole goal, to get you away from your promise. All right? Okay? And so just understand that much. Okay? Understand that much. And it'll change your life. That gave me a release to cast my burdens on God because God fights everything. God sees everything. He can make stuff stop in an instant. And to be honest, some of this stuff you need to go through so you can get tougher. Some of this stuff has made me a tougher person, a stronger person. I used to just cry like, why would someone be so mean? Why would someone be so hurtful? Even though that's valid things you want to know, but in reality, in order to survive, you don't need to know why. You need to know how to protect yourself. How to protect yourself, how to guard yourself, how to not be so open, so easily open. There are people who really hate their life. I've had some things that really could have wrecked my life, wrecked my soul, but I got back up and I kept trying. With God's help, I kept trying, and things started getting better. There are some people who, like I said, don't want to get better or can never envision themselves seeing anything better, knowing doggone where they can change their life. They got more resources than you to change their life. They got more resources to change their life. Okay? Why is my bass sounding so loud? Y'all, my car sounding loud in the thing. Weird. But anyhow, but I just wanted to share that with y'all. Like, moving forward, it lets you know you got to drop something. Let some things go. Get a little bit lighter. Things are going to get better. I promise you things are going to get better. Things are going to get so better, you're not even going to, man. Things are going to get so better for you, you'll be surprised. You will be surprised. I'm sorry, I had the Wi-Fi on, so, as you drive, sometimes it. But yeah, like I was saying, y'all, move. forward. Move forward. Keep going for what you are called and what you are destined to do. Okay? The enemy knows. They already know that they can't stop you. So now they're going to try to derail you. Okay? This is the moment of derailment. Take you off of things. Or try to get you to do other things that seem positive or seem good or seem proactive. You know, because you're helping other people. That's always sounding good. But is that what God called you to do right then? You know? You might not be able to equip, or it look like you're supposed to help them, and it's somebody else that's supposed to help them, and you're in the way, you're interfering, you know. So always be mindful of that. Ask God to, in which direction you're supposed to go with that, and move forward accordingly that way. The other thing I will say is, with moving forward, is that when you see something coming your way, I used to run from it because God does tell you to flee. But I understand that fleeing is not always running. Sometimes it's resistance. It's resisting, and resisting is standing firm and saying, okay, that's where you want to go. That's where you want to go, but I'm not going. That's where you want to go, but I'm not going, honey. And you can have whatever your way that way. You can go your own way. You can go your own way. You can go your way, and I can go mine. You know, standing firm that way, because a lot of people will be persuasive. They will be very persuasive, especially when they're trying to come at you or they're trying to stop you from what you want and what you need to do. People will get very persuasive. Okay, all of a sudden they can't persuade themselves to get up and get motivated and do something better with their life, but somehow they got you to do what they want you to do, especially if it's something you clearly said no to, and it's something that's going to something that's going to help you in the long run. They done found a way to tell you how good it is, you know. And so you have to stand. You have to learn how to resist. You have to learn how to resist. Okay, that's dealing with temperance. That's also going to help you with long suffering, so that when you start seeing when things don't go so well, what you like to see right in front of you, you won't think that you're losing. That's something that I had to learn. You be like, oh my God, I'm just losing back there. And it's like, it's working. That you just have to get all the bad stuff out. Think about when you exercise. You ain't going to see the results right away. You see that stuff after 3-4 weeks, sometimes even later than that. Y'all. But if you stop, if you get persuaded and other people tell you, well, it ain't working, you stop, you never get to see the progress. Okay? So, yeah, it's moving forward. How you move forward? Being determined and reminding yourself on what your goals are. What was the purpose of the goal? All right? So, on that note, I'm going to get off of here. Hopefully, something I said or done will help you on your journey. Please stay tuned to Journey to Jerusalem, y'all. Bye.